Since before recorded time, it had swung through the universe in an elliptical orbit so large that its very existence remained a secret of time and space. But now, in the last few years of the 20th century, the visitor was returning.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Who's ever out there? If you're still alive, survived this pandemic or scamdemic, whatever you want to call it. Sorry, it's been a while, but I'm back. All right. Yeah, going for the funky intro. How's it going, Toom? I don't know who else is here, but here's some of the pages I've been working on in my absence. Of course, this is not all the pages, but this is some of the most recent ones, and this is the one I'm working on right now. For some reason, on my screen, everything looks kind of reversed. I don't know. It's weird. The panel on this is my left side, but it looks like it's the right side. I don't know if it's like that on the camera for you guys. So, yeah, thanks for stopping by. I'm still figuring some things out, so I'm going to try to get a little closer. Hey, E. Ortiz, how's it going? It's been a while. Yeah, some actual comic book art. Let's see if I can hold it up. Yeah, it's kind of, for me, like I said, it's flipped the image. So I don't know if it's like that on the, let's see. Slam dunk. But here's the panel I'm working on right now. The pencil one right here. So I got to get going on that. Let's see. Yeah, I just I've been kind of behind, well, a lot behind on different projects. The biggest one is being my main comic Modded, which I'm getting back on track here. And if you're watching this tungsten or see it later, sorry about that. Yeah, I've been trying to work on these. News for some people who don't know, I'm actually engaged right now. I'm going to be getting married next month, so I'm trying to buckle down and get a lot of these pages under wraps and try to get most of it done before then, which I know Tungsten's probably like, yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. I don't blame him. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of running around trying to get commissions done on top of like these comic book pages and different other projects. But the most, like I said, this is the big project, and I really want to get this done because I believe in it, and I think it's a fun story, and I think everybody would like it. It's entertaining. I want to make it entertaining for everyone else. Yeah, thanks everybody. Thanks, Toom. It says check my OBS settings. I'm not using OBS right now. I'm just going straight to YouTube. I don't really know how to use that. I usually used to stream from my phone. This is actually on the PC now, so I have to figure it out. But I thought I'm just going to jump right in, do a live stream, and hopefully I'll get better at doing this. So let's see if we can get a little closer. There we go. And this is my mirror. I use that while I'm drawing. kind of like the guys who work digitally, they kind of flip, you'll see them flip the image in the middle of like working on something. It's basically the same thing. It's like a mirror effect, kind of gives you a different perspective on your art. Because sometimes you think something's wrong, you can kind of tell something's off, but you're so close to it, you just don't know what. So when you look at it through a mirror, it's almost like you're looking at a different drawing, and it's easier to pick apart other people's drawings than your own. So the mirror makes it easier to look like someone else's drawing to your mind. I think that's my scientific explanation for it. But let's see. Yeah, thanks, Ortiz. Yeah, I feel bad. My brother Mikey and I have been roommates for life. So, but I'm still going to be seeing him while my wife to be will be at work. I will be working with Mike until she gets home. So we'll be working on projects together. Also, besides doing comic stuff, I'm writing some scripts. So I'm working on one right now in particular. I finished my first script. I went through like 6 drafts. I'm working on some film scripts, but I'm working on my second one. And these are stories I've had in the works for a long time, and I actually did storyboards for it, but now I'm finally just for the beginning of it, but now I'm finally starting to buckle down, and maybe getting engaged does that, at least for me. Kind of, I start feeling time pressure even stronger now. Hey, Josh Griffith, how's you doing, Josh? How's it going, man? Doing good. Finally trying to get back into the live streams. I know I said Toon pointed out to me it was a month since I actually did my I'm back short vid. I didn't realize just a month went by. It goes by so quick, man. So my plan is, in the description I put, I'm going to do video like live stream like every Monday, because Monday's kind of like, good day for me, I think, to get back into it. And everybody loves Mondays, right? And if not, well, then maybe it's good reason alone to get doing live streams, draw streams on Mondays. Give people who hate Mondays something to hate even more. I don't know. Hopefully, it'll make it something they'll enjoy and like. I hate, but okay. So right now, this is comic book page for Modded. If anyone just jumping in right now and checking it out, and I'm drawing motorcycles, which I'm not. I'm not into drawing vehicles, but I do like drawing motorcycles. And these are, if you're a motorcycle enthusiast, they might not be super accurate, but I'm not really, I guess, into trying to make it photorealistic. I just want to get the gesture of the motorcycle, the vibe, and try to make it look fun, just enough to skate by. So the thing is, it's hard to find photo references for the angles I want to draw motorcycles at. So I'm kind of doing this from my imagination, which is kind of failing me right now. So I need to find something. I usually go to Pinterest, but I'm not finding anything on there. I might have to go to image search on the web. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, EOT's overdrive mode. That's right. Yeah, it starts. I think it helps light a fire under you. It still hasn't fully kicked in yet that I'm going to get married. It probably won't kick in for me until the week of. But I see Josh. Good, glad you're doing good. Yeah, you get the time pressure thing. Yeah. Every Monday, like I said, that's my new plan, and I have no excuse because I think Monday's a good time. I don't have anything scheduled on that. Like, I'm not exercising early in the morning. It's kind of like my off day, and then I can just jump right into drawing. So I got a little late start today, though. I went to bed like at 3 or 4 in the morning working on stuff, but try not to do that anymore. Yeah, the wedding is going to, I don't know. I got some ideas for some wedding themed stuff. I'm going to talk to some other artist friends, but I don't know. Everything's been so busy. We'll see. We shall see. I think I'm gonna try to put on some copy-free music, copyright-free. I think like some of the old composers are free, right? I hope. I don't know. Can you guys hear that? I hope it doesn't get me kicked. I don't think. Let me know if that stuff is copywritten too. I mean, it's so old. I was thinking it'd be something like a little bit. I mean, it's not owned by like MCA Records, or I wouldn't think it's owned by anything like that. They should have some new type of law where you just allow people to use music for like live streams. I mean, what if you're like covering some type of event and they're playing like music in the background and you're gonna get your video kicked? So come on. See, I hope this thing is updating me. You know what? I think I'll turn on my YouTube on my side thing here so I can see if you guys are commenting. I don't want to miss out on the lively discussions. Okay, let's see. Also, I got to find some references for these motorcycles. Oh, thanks, E. Ortiz. It says check out Pixels. Pexels? Is that how it's spelled? Pexels? Hey, Pope Fire. Good to see you. Reverse of the cause. Hey, Jiminy Cricket. How's it going? I'm at the force be with you. You got a lot of them going here, huh? Let's see. Is the video streaming pretty well for you guys? I was hoping it is. It's like it seems to be kind of like lagging on my end. I mean, at least on the other device I'm using to monitor the video. Not seeing anything. And I set a slow mode so it's like send a message every 5 seconds. So I don't know if that's slowing anybody down, but I encourage comments. Yeah. Okay, I'm drawing. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, references. I gotta find my motorcycle reference. Let's see. See, can you guys hear any music? I might have to turn that up. I think you guys can hear it now. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't play this one because they used it in Die Hard. Maybe they might try to do something on me for that. Let's see. Let's see. How do I turn slow mode off? Can you do that while you're like actually live streaming, Jiminy? Let me see if I can do that. I'm going to take a quick look. Let me see. All right. Hey, Jim Cox, how's it going? Okay, don't need slow-mo to 1,000 viewers. That makes sense. That way it's not like, yeah. See, if I click edit, I'm hoping that won't interfere with the stream. Let me see, here I go. Oh, here we go. I think I found it. Let's see. Yeah, it's like I said, I'm still a little new to this, so I'm trying to find the option for slow mode. Oh, here we go. Live chat. Okay, disabled slow mode. You guys go nuts now. Now keep it civil. Not that you guys wouldn't. Okay, the chat is now unleashed. Hey, Cross Comics. Long time no see. Good to see you, man. The eraser up. Let's see. Can you guys hear that music at all? Oh, Popefire's leaving already. Look at that. Thanks for stopping by, though. Every Monday, I'm going to do this. I'll try to put up an actual time schedule, too, for Monday so that you guys know when. Oh, I got to get my monitor set here. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's see. Okay, you hear the music. Hey, Cross Comics. Yeah, I'm drawing a page. This is a panel I'm penciling from my comic Modded. I'm doing with tungsten, narwhal, and that I think is back to the drawing board. That's his handle on Twitter, Nathan. See, I'm still on here, right? Because my device is saying that I'm not even on here. Yeah, for some reason, it's just not playing. Now the music is kicking. Okay, that was Beethoven Ninth Symphony, but I'm switching over to Strauss. Not as dramatic at the beginning, but I don't know, I'm just thinking die-hard music might be getting way more attention than I want. Let's see, I am drawing. Yeah, okay. See, oh, Cross Comics. You're gonna go be on IGG. Cool. Is that book 2 for book 2, right? I got your first one. Now it picks up. Sorry if it's loud here. I'm trying to adjust the volume so it's not kicking in too loud. But this kind of music it's quiet and then it picks up. Yeah, this is a little tricky for me because I'm not a bike. I'm not a biker, or was it bike enthusiast? So I'm trying to figure out how a person looks from the aerial view sitting on their bike. It's like a crotch rocket, so it's going to be more like leaning forward. Oh man, too big. How big is his helmet? I gotta think of proportion of the person to the bike. You definitely need references for doing this type of stuff. Unless you are a bike enthusiast and you know exactly what you're doing. I'm an eraser enthusiast, as you can tell. I got all my erasers on hand because I do a lot of erasing. Because I'm not worried about making a mistake. Make a lot of them. I just don't want to make too many because of time. I want to just keep going on stuff. That's the drawback of like too much erasing is that's a lot of time being spent. And as a comic artist, it's all about time. Tomb, let's see. Sorry. Strauss it is. Ortiz, let's see, Tomb. You bought a Breaking mini movie poster. Cool. Nice. You know, it's funny. I was just listening to the soundtrack of Breaking. Seriously, I was listening to that last night while I was drawing. I almost played some of it for the intro for this video. Yeah, I go through a lot of erasers. I'm kind of like, you ever watch Conspiracy Theory of Mel Gibson? Where he has to buy like a copy of The Catcher in the Rye every time he walks to a bookstore. I'm also the same way at art stores. I walk to an art store, I gotta buy an eraser. Especially if it's something I've never seen. Case in point, I bought a few of these, and just for reference, this is how it used to look, about this size. So you can see a lot of erasing with this. I love these things. This is big monos, just big chunky. You grab it, it's like heavy duty erasing. especially if you got to erase this giant. Because you erase with these are nice. This one's actually different. It's tough, so it doesn't break. But some of these like smaller erasers, you try to erase a big area, it just break off the end of it. So that's where these big puppies come in handy. Yeah, you change your name to Matt Cricket. Thanks, Jiminy. Jiminy, for those who don't know, is a very talented artist, comic book artist as well. He's got his own comic book out. I don't know if you can back it still, but he had an IGG Indiegogo campaign. I got my copies secured. He does live streams as well, and he's actually more consistent with it than I have been. Actually, he's really consistent. I have not been consistent, but it's a new year, and I'm making changes, so. Okay, I'm trying to see here. Oh, reference. Let's see, motorcycles. Here, I'm gonna, so you can see a little bit more. And here's a little bit of the upper panels here. Motorcycles. Something from an aerial viewpoint. It's not a lot of references. I can't find it so far. Oh wait, here we go. I think I might have found one. Oh wait, no, it's all scooters. Yeah, I might still help. Wow. Yeah, that's the thing. I want to get going on this thing, but I'm not one of those guys who's got to be super meticulous and draw everything super accurate, but I want at least the overall image to have some accuracy to it, so it doesn't make people, doesn't pull them out of the story. You know what I mean? So I don't have to get the bike parts down perfectly, but I do want it to look reasonably accurate. It's all about the illusion. For a comic artist, is creating illusions, like the illusion you can draw. That's the biggest one to pull off for me. No, I love drawing, but this is the bad thing for me. The danger is I love drawing, so I love the pencil and inking. The process of drawing I love a lot. So it's kind of like when you finish your favorite series, you binge watch something and you love it, but then when it's over, you're like sad. I kind of feel that way almost with the drawing. But at the same time, if I take too long, I guess I got to binge draw. If I take too long, I actually lose interest. So, yeah, strange. Maybe other people the same way. Oh, man. Okay, I think this is looking better. He looks like he's kind of leaning on the bike. I'll see you, Ortiz. Take care of the niño. Oh, thanks, Jiminy. Hey, Blacklist Universe, how's it going, Mike? Hey, look, I got my live stream going back. I'm telling everybody I'm doing it every Monday. Every Monday, because then Monday is my day. And I might expand on that or change it. But for right now, Monday it is. Yeah, I was telling people, Mike, I was like, I couldn't believe it's been a month since I first did that I'm back video. And a month went by and people are like, what? Okay, let's see. I love this kneaded eraser because I can erase, but I keep enough of the image so I can actually see where I left off and do touch-ups. And let me know if the music is too loud. I might have to turn that down. Oh, Mike, I got your text too. I didn't reply yet. I was going to reply, and things got busy yesterday, and then I just saw it this morning. I'm like, oh, thanks. I've been getting like a lot of texts because of when I got engaged from family and stuff, and then oddly, I got getting texts from businesses which I've never had before. So maybe it's because of wedding stuff, but like I got to start checking my texts now even more. Before I hardly got any text except for maybe one or two people. My fiance being one of them. And I'm roommates with my brother, so he doesn't really have to text me unless he wants me to get out of the bathroom. He's like, I gotta go. Get out of there. Sorry if it's TMI. Yeah, Blacklist Universe. He's building his Bitcoin empire. Not just comic books, but well, he's actually blended the two. Successfully blended the two, I would say, right? Two passions. That's a very rare thing these days. I'm almost tempted to just go in an ink, but I know those bikes aren't accurate, but I gotta tell myself, is it good enough? It's a far shot. It's not like it's a close up. And it's nighttime, so I gotta play with shadows and lighting. That's the thing. Yeah, they got headlights on their bikes. That's the thing. So I kind of would try to use the opportunity to take advantage of playing with light effects. I don't know how headlights look on bikes, so I should probably look at the reference and I can play off of that. The headlight effects. Let's see. Yeah, motorcycle headlights. That's what I should put in, right? See, there's tons of car references when it comes to aerial view shots, but there's no motorcycles. Come on. Oh, wow, yeah. Hey, Roscoe Davis. How's it going? Yeah, Jiminy, I just got fitted for a suit. Actually, I ordered the suit, but I'm getting fitted in a few weeks. And yeah, I just got some new shoes that we ordered as well. The one thing I had made sure I had to fit was the ring. We had actually take my ring back like 3 times because it was too big. No, it was too big. Then it was too small. And then I was gonna get a tungsten ring because I thought it's cool. I like tungsten. It's supposed to be so strong, stronger than steel. But then somebody told me that they put a thought in my head that it was hard to get out, and part of you is like, "Is this a warning?" But it's like if something happens to your finger and it gets swollen, they can't cut tungsten. They'd have to cut your finger off to get it out. And I'm like, that's not gonna happen. I've never done anything to my fingers. Never sprained them since high school. So I'm like, that's not gonna happen. But then those thoughts creep in, and you gotta take control of those thoughts. And then I'm like, you know what? It doesn't have to be tungsten. I'm not like married to it. So I did get some cool looking ring though. I think it was cool. And we ordered it. Of course, I won't be wearing it until wedding day. It's gonna be weird wearing jewelry because I'm not used to it. I don't wear watches. I don't even wear a watch. So this is gonna be a big deal. I mean, yeah, I'm getting married. That's a big deal. Wearing jewelry, it's gonna be big for me too. Not as big, but oh yeah, and nothing worse than finding your ring is too big. Well, you haven't. Your ring still doesn't fit. It's a half size too big. Oh man. Well, you can get resized. I mean, I know it's harder, I guess, to get resized if it's. I heard if it's too big. If it's too small, it's easier to resize. But I think if it's too big, it takes a little bit more work. But it's doable, I hear. Okay. I don't know. What do you guys think of the bikes, though? I mean, is that passable in your estimation? Since you guys may be the guys who are readers, at least for the overall like silhouette or shape. You know what? I could. I'm trying to think. Should that be moved up here? The tail. Yeah, I think I'm gonna move the tail up. It looks like he's kind of drooping. Yeah, too big. You gotta cut them. Hey, the art of breed. How's it going? Willie, it's been a while. Okay, you guys like the bikes? Cool. Oh, I'm glad. It's good to hear, Roscoe Davis. You get used to the ring because I was thinking about that. I'm drawing. It's not my drawing hand, so my hand will be resting. But probably when I put it down, on my mind, I kept thinking I'll hear a clink, clink, clink. So I don't know. Look forward to showing off my new ring to you guys in the next DrawStreams next month. Okay, now let's see. I'm just gonna go right in. Let's see. Let me get a reference of a photo of a bike. I just want to double check this. Let's see, app list. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Mike used to be a jeweler. Blacklist Universe. Is that what they call Mike jewelers? I don't know if there's a fancier name for it than. They call them diamond cutters. Screenshots. Here we go. I did save a few bike references just to at least get me in the ballpark. Let's see. That's another thing too. I've got to look back at my older pages that run before it, make sure I'm consistent with most of the bike details. can't believe I just started inking without looking, using my mirror. That's okay in the mirror. It's good enough. Let's go. I gotta get this page done. As long as it's passable. People only look at these small panels for like what, a few seconds. As long as I can keep up the illusion for a few seconds, it's good to go. I gotta keep telling myself these things because as other artists know, you get anal about stuff, and I'm like always trying to learn how to let go of certain things. I'm using the mic on my webcam, so the webcam's kind of close to my face, so if you can hear me breathing or making any strange or annoying sounds, let me know. If it's just my voice, I'm sorry, I can't do anything about that. Goldsmith? Is that what they call a person that works with rings and everything? I guess that sounds cooler. Goldsmith. Oh, glad he likes the music. Strauss, I should say, right? Strauss. They're called fences. Jiminy. Yep. Using a G2. G2, this is a 3/8. I don't know if you can make that out. Yeah. Matt, the other Matt Weldon, got me hooked on these. He actually got a lot of us using them. Mike was using them on some things, on the actual comic pages, I believe. So I'm like, you know what? I always wanted something to help me because I'm trying to, like I said, I believe it or not, my stuff, I'm always trying to be super tight, and I've worked for years trying to get more loose because there's a lot of artists who do loose line art, and I love it. And I'm like, but I'm always like, I can't make it look as good as them. So now, if I can use a tool that helps me to go loose, and I believe this is one that does, then I can go quicker also finishing my work. And it's pretty good control for pens. I mean, I used to draw with ballpoint pens when I was in school, ballpoint pens. You know, when you're sketching in your textbooks as a kid. I'm sure I'm not the only one. But I used to do like ballpoint, like the big blue pens. Oh, I visited Frank Cho actually does ballpoint. I don't know if he does it for his comics, but he does ballpoint art. Let's see. Someone works with the rings called the George the guy. Tomb. Apprentice jeweler. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is a 3. I think I already said that. George. He's a fence. Oh, jeez. Roscoe. Let's see. Getting some smoke in here. it's funny as I went in, I was drawing smoke, and I was like a smoke trail, and I realized it looked just kind of boring. I wanted to look more kinetic, so I went back in and made it look angular on the parts that were supposed to be on the ground. And then I did it on this one right here, and then I thought, you know what, I should do the same thing. So I went in and I don't know if you can see, I whited out the original smoke lines, made it look more angular, kind of stylized. Not a big difference, but I want to have some type of consistency built into like this comic and my new pages. So even if it's small, training myself. I'm influenced by so many different types of styles of comics that I'm like, sometimes if I study and look at other people's work, it'll start showing up too much in my current stuff. So I have to be careful, because I'm like, oh, I love that technique. I'm like, yeah, but gotta be consistent. Oh, that should mic camera here. Let's see. I set my timer too because I got like more than an hour, so I probably right now I'm gonna be drawing until like probably for another 20 minutes or inking. So I'm gonna try to finish this in 20 minutes. And Tungsten's like, yes, please do finish this, Matt. Tungsten has the patience of Job. Very kind, and I don't want to abuse that patience. So I am buckling down, but I also want this to look good. I know he does too, so I am not just going to fart out. I'm going to crank out and do my best. You know, one thing about drawn and quartered that I like, and I'm bringing up drawn and quartered if any of you aren't familiar, is it's a live stream we do every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Is we pick a theme, and we have like 8-9 artists, and we all draw for 2 hours. And at the end, the chat votes on which drawing they like the best, or they just vote on who they want to screw over. No, it's a fun time. The chat gets involved, they draw along, and it's a lot of trash talking from both sides of the camera, and it's a fun time. But one of the things I like about Drawn and Quartered is that I feel like I've been proved being on there, because for me, it's like, it's not just drawing, it is drawing, but it's also like, it's like a form of entertainment. So you feel this pressure, and you have these other artists who are really great on there, and they help up your game, because you want to really, you're seeing what they're bringing to the table, and you're like, I gotta do something better than what I've done before. And so it's not even just trying to draw better than someone else, you're just trying to do better than what you did earlier. And but you do it in 2 hours, and I'll ink in 2 hours as well, and I don't always finish the pieces. In fact, most of the time I don't. But I've been doing a lot more where I'm getting closer to finishes, and I felt like if I can do this in 2 hours with these, sketches, these completed art pieces, illustrations, then I'm gonna try to apply that to my comics and just start going faster. And I'm happy with the drawings I've done. And during that time, I've actually felt like, man, some of these pieces are better than the stuff I took hours and hours and hours on. So I said, you know what? And I found that out too. Is if I'm working on something and I take a long time trying to get perfect, quote unquote, it's usually no better than the stuff I've done where I've worked fast and got done quicker. And I'm like, it was frustrating, but now I'm like, you know what? I think it's because you keep that energy, right? And definitely, I think that has a big part to do with it. So I want to make sure I keep energy in these comic pages. I want to do good, but I also want to get fast, keep the energy. And like I said, people, they look at panels, literally just look at them for a few seconds, read the dialogue, glance at them, and then move on. And we're spending hours and hours on these panels, and people look at them for seconds. So it's like, of course, the guys who are crazy good, they don't take hours and hours on a panel, but these freaks of nature will do hours on a page. But yeah, Drawn and Quartered, check it out on Blacklist Universe channel, YouTube channel. If Mike's still in here, he was the one that's in the chat. Check out his channel, subscribe to there. You can watch every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's fun. I have my masked persona. I wear a mask on the show. So if you see a guy weirdo with a mask on, it's me. The chat is almost always wrong, Mike. Blacklist Universe, yeah. Sometimes the chat, his own fans sometimes they pick on him a little bit. Mike does some stellar art, and sometimes, yeah, the guy who does like a stick figure wins. So you never know what's going to happen. It's always a fun time on Blacklist Universe channel. Jiminy Cricket, you spelled wrong. You spelled wrong. Oh, that's good. I don't know if that was intentional, but that was gold. I'll see you, Roscoe Davis. Later, man. See you on the live streams, maybe Drawn and Quartered. Yeah, check out Jiminy Cricket. I don't know if his channel, I think, is different. Jason, you got the other channel where you're doing art. I don't know if you want to mention it, but yeah, if people know who he is, you know what channel he uses. Okay, now I got pretty much the basics inked, and now it's time to kind of get an idea for the lighting. And this is like, my line art's not like the most impressive. I try to play with lighting because my art, I'm trying to get the overall impression, the gist of the image. I guess that's my main goal. There's times where I try to get into the line art, and especially doing faces, but for small shots, for this like a pull away shot, I try to focus on mood. And this is a nighttime, so I don't want to do any big cast shadows, because then the colors might think it's like midday, and so I might just leave it up to the colors, but I think I might do black up here. I kind of do a pencil rough of shading, so I kind of get myself I can visualize what it's gonna look like. And I guess I want to do speed lines, you know, and get those Akira type speed lines in there. That's it. I should have looked at an Akira comic. There are tons of bike scenes in those. I wasn't even thinking. Of course, I probably have to dig those out. I might have one available. There we go. Okay, yeah. I think I'm gonna be going. So the shadow will be kind of like arcing. I want to go in the same type of perspective. I want to use the same direction for the shadows as the perspective to kind of indicate perspective. You kind of go with the shadows, so almost kind of go with that grid with the lines. If I make it all black here, yeah, that's what I'll do. I think because the bikes like cast a little bit of a glow from outside of their lights. Maybe something like that. And the colorist can kind of play around with it. Let's see if there's any headlights. Bike headlight references. Nah, you know what? That's going to take more time. I'll just get creative. I try not to leave it up to the colorist. I'm more influenced by manga stuff, so I do like, in my mind, I see where I want to put like a gray tone rendering, but this could be colored. It's going to be a colored comic. So I try to put cues for the colors to kind of follow. It's always going to look different than my picture in my head. I actually started off in comics as a colorist, believe it or not. I mean, I drew my own comics, but, you know, I try to take work wherever I could get it. So I was like, hey, I can color. Well, see what the chat is saying. Yeah, thanks, Jiminy. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell. And like I said, every Monday I will post up a new stream. And I know I said it before that I'm going to do this consistently, but Mondays feels right for right now, Mondays. So people hate Mondays. I'll give them a chance to like at least look forward to it in some small way, hopefully. Hopefully. And I'm going to ink this in, but I'm almost, instead of doing solid black, I'm probably going to kind of go, I might go the same way I did this, where I kind of did some brushing, got a little bit of these action lines going, or the effect of action lines, just for speed. So I'm kind of like inking in the perspective with some of these, the road lines, speed lines. And you probably won't see them when I'm inking it with the finished black ink, but at least gives me an idea how to put the brush strokes in that direction. And of course, I'm going to ink these because you got to ink the speed lines. And this is probably not the best pen to use for inking speed lines, actually. This one seems to be working, but sometimes if you do like these long drug out lines with these pens, they do skip a little, which might be kind of nice. Give it a cool rough effect. But like I said, I'm pressed for. I'm a firm believer in speed lines. So you got to do them a certain way. Because I've seen guys do like American comics, they do speed lines, but it's not like they don't go with the perspective of the grid that they've created with their scene. And also you got to do the type of spacing where you do long, short ones and space them apart a certain way. And I studied my speed lines, different manga, but the ones I studied the most was from Akira Comics. I love because those bike scenes, they did great speed lines. He does them like on not just bike scenes, but a lot of great scenes. It just draws you into it makes you feel like things are moving along. It's real kinetic. But they also they draw the speed lines in the direction of where the object's headed, and then they fade off. So there's not like sometimes they'll do lines where it's just everything is underneath, and that kind of has a cool look too. I could probably do that, but for time constraint, I'm just kind of like doing these spread out. Sorry about that. Hey, how's it going? Let's see, what do we got here? I'm trying to get the names. Dumb best name. You feel like dancing. I don't know if I've seen your name on here before, but welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, Jiminy. American style speed lines, lazy and weak. Manga style, or go home. Oh, Mike, you're cross-hatching a night sky. What? Here's my night sky. Boom. But you know what? I might add stars in there. Probably should. But I do a little bit of softening, like not hatching, but like lines on the edges. You know how there's a little bit of a glow sometimes when there's a really busy area of the city or whatever. Sometimes I'll do that. A little bit of hatching here. There you can see. There it is. It's a little better. It has a cool effect. It's like, a soft edge with harsh lines. Yeah, check out Mike's stuff, Blacklist Universe. It has some crazy brush action. Of course, he does use the nibs too, some of the Japanese nibs. But the brush lines, sometimes I can't tell if it's a nib or a brush. It's just a fine line, real crisp. Yeah, I put black sky only in my shots because I wanted to balance the page out, because I had some black like in some of these panels, and then I'm like, you know what? It just felt a little sparse, light, because my line art's so light on this one too. So I'm just gonna add some black in sky. But I think I'm gonna add in some stars too, because I know you can't see stars in the city shots either, but I think it might look better. Let me see. Let me test it out first. It might be dried out. Yeah, it's coming out good. Sometimes I draw on the back of my comic pages. Like I was watching an anime and I like this particular face, so I just kind of sketched it out real quick. I was watching Jujutsu Kaisen. I heard about it. It's funny. I never saw Demon Slayer, and I heard about it. I saw drawings posted up online, and so I thought, I'll check it out on Netflix. And then, man, I got hooked. And then I actually went to go see the movie in the theater, the train. And man, it was packed out as far as being like, in a lockdown type in California situation. It was pretty packed out. They block off seats, social distancing and all that. But I won't get started on that. But yeah, it was pretty crowded. Every showing was pretty much filled. So, and the movie was good. I liked it a lot. Great action, drama, comedy. Heavier on the action and drama, but yeah, had some really funny moments too. But no, Jujutsu Kaisen is like totally different. It's like it's another one of those type of like fighting type of animes. It's like this guy has to do with like these guys fighting evil spirits, but they call them curses instead of demons. They call them curses, and the main character, he gets like he ingests this old artifact, which is like an old finger. It's called a cursed item, and then he gets these powers. And I'm not into like I don't like the supernatural stories. I just kind of was like wondering why people are watching these things or why they're popular. So I'm kind of, it's basically almost like doing research when I watch some of these. And so it's great action, great anime. Animation's really good. I like the designs. So far I only watched up to episode 6 or no 7. And so far it seemed pretty fun. It's got comedy in it as well. They're all in a school, so they're actually high schoolers, I believe, and they get trained in the school to fight these curses, the cursed. Just put a little bit of stars, just a little bit to give it a little more, so it's not just flat black. Give it some little bit of feeling of depth to it. Jeez, that's a nice. That's a compliment, right, Jiminy? He's old. He knows what he's talking about. Now, if you've seen Blacklist Universe, Mike, you wouldn't think he's the age that he is. You wouldn't think the age. If you just listen to him talk, you wouldn't think he's the age he is. But then you see all the fruit of his loom. They hang out behind him while he's on camera, so you see a lot of the kids walking by. So he's got to be on the earth a little longer than you might have originally thought. Of course, people have kids young. They just don't have 25 kids. I'm joking. I think Mike's got you only have 5 kids, right? I actually know a family who has 13 kids. Like my dad was a pastor, and they this couple, they're having trouble having children, and they really wanted kids because they both came from really big families and Italian families. So my dad was the pastor. He like prayed over them, and they ended up having 13 children. They just could never stop for years. And then there was it one of the the spouse is their family. I think it was the brother or sister. They couldn't have kids either, and they're having trouble. So he prayed for them, and they had 3. But yeah, they're 13 kids, man. It's like, make it stop. But no, they love them. They wanted a lot of kids. They were like, I think we'll be done at about 13. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with this. These speed lines will be lost in the shadows, but I'm gonna try to keep some. I might even use, sometimes I'll use like a straight edge and use this pesto. I love this thing, if you're wondering. It works great. I don't know if they have different sizes, but this is, pretty decent size. They might have one smaller, but I ink with these. I'll fix corrections, but I also use it for effects. And you can use a straight edge with it. It might get a little messy, if you're using it on here. I mean, sometimes depending on your ruler, you want to make sure you have something that lifts it off the page, because you're gonna, if you use these, it could seep underneath the ruler. When you pull it away, it just smears it. So, but as you've seen me do with the sky, sometimes it doesn't come out like a perfect circle, so you can use the ink pen after it dries. Just kind of ink over top of it, round out or fix up any of the white the way you want it to look. But it's great. It holds up against the black. It's really white. So yeah, I recommend these. These are good too. These are a little bit maybe easier to control. Whereas glare is upside down. Signal, Uniball, and these are pretty good too. I got these from a suggestion from Daniel Warren Johnson. I was actually watching one of his live streams, and so I was asking him, "What are you using?" So he, kind enough, he's a nice guy. He showed the pen, so I got mine, and I actually like it. Some ink now, the G2s, these pens, this doesn't cover them as well. You really have to layer it, because the ink starts soaking through into the white. It becomes gray. So this right here will cover the G2 ink. This will cover everything pretty much. This is like solid. This is tough stuff. But this is good for if you're using Sakura, like Pigma pens. It'll cover this ink really good. I mean, it's really, really white. Oh, my alarm. I'll be on here for a few more minutes. That's my alarm for, I think I've been on here for about an hour and 10 minutes. And I got most of this done. I just got to put in my black inks. I might show you how I do a little bit of the black fill-ins, because I'm going to use a brush. I don't know if you call this a pen. It's a brush. Pen. Jiminy Cricket, yeah. Stop praying for us, please. Our food bills and water bills are going up through the roof. Oh yeah, you ordered some Presto. Oh, fine line. I think I might have to do the same thing and check out the fine line. I think these are, yeah, this is the fine point. I don't know if they go smaller than this. This is pretty good actually, but it might even go bigger. I don't know, but I do love them. Yeah, the Signal ones, these for white pens, these have worked the best for me. Like I've used Milky pens, the Jelly Roll, and they just, I know there's different sizes on those too, but they just didn't cover. I have to keep going over. It's kind of milky, but these, the white is just, for me, it'll be spotty sometimes, but let's see. The white is pretty good. Let's see if I can get it flowing. Here we go. See, you kind of see right here the white. It's pretty good, and because the ink is not it's not the G2 ink. It stays white. Watch right about here. You can see. I'll zoom in a little bit so you can kind of get it better. Of course, I can fix that. But yeah, see, that's pretty white. And you got to kind of play around with that. Sometimes I'll my fingers at the end, man, will be black ink or white ink all over these things. But that's the thing too, is when you use the Prestos, the edges after you're done using them, it dries because it's almost like white out, right? So what I do is I use my fingers while it gets dirty too, and I'll clean the crust off of these things. And then there's like a little metal tip in here, and when you push down on it, that's when the ink or the paint comes out. So I just kind of clean those up and then test it on the scrap paper before you start going on it, and then it'll come out. You give it a little squeeze, but not too much because it comes out pretty quick. Let's see here. I don't know how accurate this readout is. I'm trying to think of how many people are on my stream. You guys like my thumbnail on that stream? I put that together. I was going to do a live stream last night, and it took me longer than I wanted to do in that thumbnail. I was like having fun with it, and I'm like, oh, wait, it's too late. I can't do the stream. No one's going to be up. Okay, let's see. Back to this black space. I want to kind of use a brush to get that type of look, the speed line look, like I did with, this. It's rough, but it's cool. It's supposed to be just airflow. It doesn't matter if it's rough. It gives you the impression of speed. Let's see. So I don't know what you guys do. I guess you could use tape, but for speed, I'll just like get a piece of paper like this, just like computer paper, printer paper, and I put it next to the edge, and then I take the brush and I just do my lines, and that way it just go outside the borders. Sometimes it might do it a little bit, but 99% of the ink will stay within the borderline. That's not a promise or a guarantee, but it works. Watch here, I'll give you a little demonstration here. Right? Can you see it? Make sure your ink is flowing. Okay, I think this is good. And make sure you don't soak the edge too much because it will seep. This is just regular paper, so. This brush is kind of drying out on me. I gotta buy some new ink refill. I try to refill them the cheap way because I'm not cheap, I'm thrifty. That's what I like. I use the term thrifty. Cheap, so it's too strong of a pejorative, I think, for me. But call me what you like. I like to save money. And I try to refill these things myself. And it works, but the ink doesn't last too long. Maybe it's the ink I used. See, look at that. Look at that. See? Move the paper back. Look at that. Clean. I don't have to do any cleanup on that part. And I'll take it over to this side. Let's see. And my trick is to make sure you have the tip of your paper. See how it covers the black line? Don't cover the black line. Don't even have it on top of the black line. Have it right above the black line because there's a little thickness to the paper. And when you go across it, if you have it too much on the black line, it'll like leave a white line on between your border and the actual black shadow. So just play around with it and you'll see what I'm saying, what I mean. Okay, now just tilt it here. Just go in the direction of your action line. See? Boom. Relatively clean. And I can even go this way. Let's see. I'll put on this side to protect this margin and go back. See, boom. Simple, easy. Most importantly, it's quick. And you got some spots right here, like where you see I have a little bit of like a jag. It's not a straight line. So what you do is you just do a little bit of time. And like I said, I could fix it with white out, so it's not like that big of a deal, but just so I don't have to use any white. A Presto pen. Try to save that for other stuff because I'm thrifty like that. And then you can just move it to this next jagged part. So you got a little bit into the smoke, but I just use white on that. See, starting to come together a little bit. Oh, Jiminy, thanks. Use platinum carbon ink to refill the brush pen. It lasts forever. Okay, cool. I will have to write that down. Hey, Andy Hayes. Welcome to the live stream. You just caught the tail end of it, though. I'm about to end this in a little bit. Dumb best name. Do you ever use Sharpie whiteout pens? I've never used the Sharpie whiteout pens. I like to use new stuff, so I give it a try. But I do love the Prestos, though. I'm telling you, I just love these because they've been working consistently for me. But I wouldn't mind trying out the Sharpie. I always give those a go. You never know. So you can see a little bit what I'm talking about if you're not directly on that line. See, if you look at that jagged part right here, it's so small, so you have a little bit of white space. That's if you have the paper too much on the line. You have to kind of have it back away from the line just a little bit to allow for that. But it's not that big a deal. I can always touch it up with one of my G2s. How's it going, Andy? Just doing some speed lines in the shadowed areas. And of course, I might fill in even a little bit more, but I just kind of initially will do something like this and see how it looks. And if it looks too sparse, I'll go in and fill it in with the pen. But I try to, this is all about speed, at least for me, because I want to try to get going on this so it gets done a lot quicker. So I'm just going in. See, boom. See a little bit of line outside. That's okay. Easy to fix. But yep, I'm gonna be wrapping this up. Yeah, it's been like a month. I can't believe it since I did that last short boomer stream. Frugal like Scrooge McDuck, yeah, Jiminy. Yeah, I'm pretty frugal. Yeah, I canceled my Disney. People have been telling me to get HBO. Is it HBO Max? Is that what it is? They said it's really good, so I don't know. Might check it out. I have Netflix, which I usually watch anime on, or Korean shows. But yeah, I've actually been watching Crunchyroll. Kind of a little irritated by some of the redundant commercials. Some of you know what I mean. But yeah, they have some good animes. That's where I'm actually watching Jujutsu Kaisen. See, there we go. We see a little bit of the shadows going. But like I said, I'll probably just go over it. And heck, I might even just go over this smoke. Just maybe a few lines like this to kind of keep it looking more consistent. And then use white to go in and kind of fix it up a little. See, you want to go over that smoke, but it should be dry. That's dry enough. See, watch, I'll use this white. Before I leave, I'll just show you what I do with this. See, that's what I'm talking about. Solid fill. Boom. See that? So if that's another way you can do it. It's probably quicker than what I was doing earlier. Just do the lines. Even if you do some of it through those smoke clouds, you can just go in, boom, add in the white, and you got them back. So, but yeah, that paper trick right here works good. Kind of a quick frisket, and it's not tape, so you can move it around, go quick with your hand, and it won't rip up your artboard. But yeah, so I'm gonna wrap this up, and next Monday I will do a live stream that'll be longer, 7 hour and 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. It'll be probably about 2 hours, but yeah, I'll try to do this every Monday, and I might even do another day randomly this week. We'll see. Kind of fun doing it, and it kind of gets me back in the mood. But check it out Wednesdays. Also, check out Blacklist Universe on Wednesdays, and you can see me and like 7 or 8 other artists do a live stream, and we draw like a whole variety of subjects. Like we did Demon Slayer. I think it was the week before last. No, it was last week. Yeah, we did Demon Slayer. So, but yeah, check us out. Blacklist Universe every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And yeah, hit the notification bell, subscribe button. And thanks a lot, everybody, for stopping by. And I'm going to be putting up some more videos. I even have a video of me. I'm going to do this time-lapse video and stuff like that. But I will see you guys later. Thanks again for stopping by, checking out my humble work here. And this book is called Modded, and it will be coming out this year, and it's up on me to get this done, which I am cranking it out. So stop by. Thanks a lot. Check me out on Instagram, Twitter, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks again for stopping by. See ya. God bless. Bye-bye.